Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy King A here, and today we're going to be talking about as you can see in the title and from the thumbnail, the goddamn gold problem in this fucking clown fiesta of a video game. To take a little quote from Seaton there. Um, but yeah, I did just kind of want to hop on and talk about this, especially because it's something that's affecting my account a lot right now, and I was thinking of a video, and I was like, why don't I talk about the Go problem, because it is something a lot of people are talking about right now. Oh wait, actually, let me put on my do not disturb. Ooh, I forgot to do that. I'm professional looking ass. Anyway, I know Brian Grant did a video on it recently. Seaton's done videos on it recently, and then they had that. Sorry, that was my water bottle. I always make sure there's water in it. What's it called? What's it called? They had that gold sale, or the gold crystals, like half off, and everyone on Twitter was like, are you serious, Kabam? Like this is your solution to not having enough gold on people's accounts?" And it's just kind of interesting the way that they, went about doing that. And everyone was kind of like, "This is stupid," but then a lot of people did end up buying the crystals, and I saw in my line chats people are like, "It's better than nothing." And that's one of the things Kabam can kind of, the leverage they have right now is kind of like, well, we don't have enough gold, so a gold sale is better than nothing, so people are going to spend some money on some units to get gold, um, even if the standard gold crystals aren't worth it. So I think, obviously, proposing solutions is kind of the main focus of this video game, but I guess I want to focus on primarily on the ways we can actually get gold in the game right now. I'm sure you guys all know this. Questing, when you complete fights, as you go along the path, you'll get little chunks of gold. Um, Duping champions, you get a tiny amount of gold. I think you get a little more as it's more and more stars. You can sell items in ISO, and I think selling ISO has been a big source of people getting gold as of late, especially because 4-star crystals are so easy to come by, and with people having these giant ass rosters, they're just selling basically all their 4-star crystal openings are just dupes. You can see that from some of my 4-star crystal openings. Um, it's less true of the 5-star crystal openings, but people are stacking up some 5-stars, and they're starting to get big chunks of ISO from there. So selling that is giving people a lot of gold. But and then the final one, which is kind of the main one, I guess, most bang for your buck, but also incredibly time consuming, is arena. You grind arena, you get some milestones, you get a bunch of battle chips from the milestone, or I said milestones, and just from each fight, you uncollected arena crystal, regular arena crystal. We're not really sure which one is better for gold. I think the only real difference is Punisher. I have my own theories about that. I'll probably make a later video on that and breaking down some statistics. And anyway, but yeah, there's this system of arena that we have in the game that's kind of most the easiest way to get gold, I guess, is the best way to put it. But also like a mode that's stale and boring and no one wants to do it. The basic champs that are coming around, like what do we have? Mephisto this week, but I mean, arena was a really big problem. I don't know, a year ago. They reformed it because the cutoffs were getting too damn high, and then people stopped caring about 4-stars because access to Tier 2 alphas has become easier. We now have rank 5 stars, and just a bunch of 5-stars. And honestly, me spending a bunch of time to get this 4-star Mephisto is not worth it. And I think that not risk reward, but time invested with the reward would push people to get a bunch of battle chips, and that drive just isn't there anymore. And no one wants to jump into this 5-star featured arena. It's 140 people get it. It's not worth it. And all of these 4-stars, like this Hyperion arena, is not something that. Wait, no, that's the 3-star one. But it's not something people want to do because these are all champions everyone has. Not necessarily the 5-star one, but as I said before, no one wants to jump in to get this 5-star, and they're like, well, I'm just gonna get battle chips, and no one really wants to get battle chips. And I think what I'm doing is just doing the 1 and 2 star arena and the 2 and 3 star arena because the fights are cheap. I just hit my mic, sorry. The fights are cheap. I can get some battle chips. It's better than nothing. The fights don't take very long. But yeah, and so I guess that's all the problems, right? There isn't really a quick, easy way to get gold. Selling ISO is, I think, the quickest way, like least amount of time. But it is kind of counterproductive because the reason people want gold is to level up champions and rank up champions. And to level up champions, you need ISO. And so I've kind of been rambling, but I think the biggest solution, or one of the proposed solutions I've seen, is just give everyone infinite gold. Make rank ups only kind of depend on these items. Like if you have the items, you can rank up the champion. We don't need gold. I think that would be nice. Like that's something that if they announced that, everyone would be incredibly happy. But I think as a company for a business decision, that's not very smart because then the only incentive for arena is champions and no one's going to do it. So it's kind of like a dead game mode and it's just kind of there. And it's one less thing for people to do. And so people are less excited to play the game. So I don't think they won't do that. It'll be nice. I know Brian Grant was kind of against that, just on more of like a principle thing, because he was like, hey, having these currencies makes balance. So earlier players can't just like rank up all their champions, which I think they should be able to do that. Like it'd be very nice if they could. They can get the items. If they're grinders, they can do it. More power to them, but that's not going to happen. And so another proposed solution is just up all the gold drop rates. And honestly, I think this is the simplest solution, and it could be one of the most effective. And I think it would quell a lot of the upset in the community that people have just for not having enough gold. I know Seaton is in favor of this. I know Brian Grant wasn't. I don't know if Dorky Diggity Dave has made a video on this. I'm gonna look it up right now. Gold. Direct Lessons Gold. He has Arena gets you more gold than you think. He made that 2 weeks ago. I ran out of gold. Gold level up, skill trees, gold shortage fix. Look at all these gold videos. They're milking these gold videos, man. So obviously, hot topic. It's nice to make videos on this. And I think how do I say this? The idea that upping gold drop rates is not effective because all the ways we get gold now are kind of boring is a little bullshit. Because if, like, let's say, like, so what Brian Grant said about this, I know I'll bring up his video a lot, but I think his video was very well made, very concise. I'll give a link to it in the description. Because this video is almost getting 10 minutes, so I'm going to try and wrap it up here. Or not wrap it up, but you can, anyway. Well, if you don't like Arena, why would you want them to up the gold drop rates for Arena because you don't want to do Arena anyway? And that makes a kind of sense. Like, oh, you're complaining about this game mode that you don't like, but you want them to up drop rates in that from currency that you get from that game mode. And I like understand why he would be confused, but everyone, if you're gonna say Arena is kind of necessary evil and it has to bring people back, people will play Arena more if it gets them more gold. And like they just will. And having these Arena crystals that were made 2.5 years ago for 3 and 4 star champions, it just is not going to cut it for these 5-star champions, and especially these 6-star champions when we're eventually getting them to rank 5 and we need 5 million gold to take them up, some crazy number. It's just not. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. And I think even upping the gold drop rates in quests, because everyone's always questing, right? That's just something everyone's always doing. If you could do that, that takes away time from Arena, so you can do Arena less, but also get more gold because these drop rates are better. Stuff from just each Arena fight, you get 100 gold. Why don't they just make it 1,000 gold? It'd just be a nice thing, and also, I think, well, I think a better way to do it would be 500 gold and just make all the arena fights free. Why do they need to? Why do you need to pay gold to play arena? It's kind of there's no reason. Like even from a game developer perspective, it just makes people not have enough gold, and then it's like, oh, play arena to get gold, and it's like, well, it costs a bunch of gold to play arena, so why am I gonna do that? There's there's some mathematical fallacy to that, right? And obviously, you're getting more gold than you put in, but you're still getting less gold than you could have if arena was free. So I think making all those fights free, giving us a little extra gold, and that 400 extra gold will add up, and it's more than 400, especially because the arenas people play the most are the basic and the featured. I think it's these two. Um, I know I'm not gonna edit in arrows, but the Mephisto one and the 4-star featured one are the ones people play the most. And for the 4-star featured arena, those fights cost 400 gold. You get 100 gold back. That's not enough. These ones, the Mephisto or the basic, is also 400 gold. So you're losing 300 gold every time you fight. Obviously, the 2,000 battle chips you get can get you, or a bunch of them can get you more gold, but it's not. As I said before, it's less than it could be. So I think just upping arena drops in that. I know I know I didn't make an announcement video for this, but in the new game mode, they're having gold, and I saw 900, and I was like, wow, that's really goddamn low. And you can't introduce a new game mode with all these new champions. They need crazy amounts of ISO. They need crazy amounts of gold. Taking a 5-star to rank 5 with mostly featured ISO, which is you get, what is it, a 50% boost on the value of the ISO, still costs 1,000,000 gold to rank up and level up. And that's crazy if you're having this new game mode where you're having a bunch of fights. These cooldowns are 20 hours, 50 hours, 70 hours, and you're getting 900 gold from it. Like, it's just not enough. And we need, if you can just up these gold drop rates, especially for this new game mode, which will be fun, will be exciting, even if it only lasts for a certain amount of time, it is a nice way to get new gold. And I think even, I know I'm kind of done. It even like the daily quests on Sundays when it's like, oh, we're gonna have this free for all with, like, just make it gold, the gold realm. It's just a little bit of energy. People can just put their daily energy into that. Like the rest of the week, they can be doing the event quests. They can be doing story quests. They can be doing challenges. Whatever they want to do. But in that one day, everyone will jump into the gold realm. It'll be a nice chunk of 300,000 gold. I can't remember why Brian Grant was kind of like no to that, but I didn't think it made any sense. And he was kind of like, well, let's just trust the game developers and making this new mode have a bunch of gold. I don't think they pulled through on that. I really just don't think they did. And I don't think trusting Kabam is the smartest thing we can do, especially a year after 12.0. Of course, I love the compensation rewards, and they fixed a bunch of stuff, but we had to pressure them into doing that. And I think pressuring them into doing this, buying less units, just talking about it on their forums and on Reddit, well, I think it can have an effect. But yeah, I think I'm done. So I guess to recap, just up the gold drop rates in every game mode. I think up the gold drop rates in the new game mode. Make arena fights free, so you can make arena a little more incentivizing. But yeah, I think. Oh shit! I just dropped my fucking bottle. All right, I'm out. Peace. This is